Hello, I'm Aska. So, spring has sprung. I think it's time to start testing out these outposts, because I think early on in the game there was a certain way to do things, but they've introduced these outposts now. Over here, it's a bit of a challenge because I've built some buildings, but they're not within radius of the outpost, which is a bit of a problem because it's kind of like tied in with building as well, or your builders. So I've got them now focusing on building over here, and I want to see how that goes. But it's also an idea of setting up roads as well. Might be in mind. I mean, that technically that's the closest way to get there. The trouble is, there's a big like mountainous area over there. I don't know. Maybe I should rethink this, and because I mean that's the front door basically. If you want to get into this place, you really want to be coming in through the front door. Maybe I should try running a sort of a path down there. I think I might try that out. Because I mean, obviously I want to make their lives easier by having a quick way to get there and back. Whether they'll use it or not is a completely different story, but I mean, I've started them off like to build a road, but I don't know if that levels the actual road as such. That's the only trouble. It's one thing that just kind of like dawned on me. I'm thinking, was that a good idea? Anyway, let's have a look-see. So, road planning. In fact, this is slightly different, I must admit, to what I remember it, but we go... That's the maximum you can do. Right, never mind. It started from, say, there. I won't go that way. Okay. That's not what I had in mind. Dismantle that because it's not. It didn't seem quite straight. It doesn't help that it's dark. Let's try this. Surprised it wouldn't let me go through the through the door. Put that and save there. Yeah, it's not going to let me do that while the door's there. Now, if we go this way, and it doesn't like that. Ah, yeah, so I can. Ah, that's interesting. I can then continue it on. It's just the only trouble is that's in the way. Ah, I haven't said that. No, it's not. Do that. Let's just do up to there. Got you. So it would have let me carry on from there. Trouble is I couldn't, so I've just had to literally stop at that particular point. Oh, fair enough. Right, so the actual place we want to get to is all the way down here, though. So how does that show up? Presumably that's there, then. So it's slightly off to the west of south, so we'd want to be going in that direction. So that's... yeah, it's probably not ideal. I mean, what they're doing is I think they're heading to here. They're heading in this direction. I mean, I don't want to set up multiple entry points. So that's beyond. And Hilda's a builder, so they're building down there at the minute. Just curious to see which direction they take. So, I mean, are they heading for the corner or are they heading for here? Because if they veer off there, because that's a way to get in. You can come in there and then round there. Just curious to see which path they do take. Might give me some pointers as to where I want to be then. So she's... You're heading down to that trench, aren't you? For some strange reason, yeah, I wouldn't have thought that was the ideal path. I mean, what happens? What do we run into if we go in this direction? I mean, probably. Yeah, I mean, this is a mountainous area, so it's not ideal. It's certainly not flat. Yeah, it's not flat by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, I could, because there's the road I was trying to build. I was just testing it out, thinking, oh, I wonder how this is going to play out. Is it going to end up being made flat, or will it literally just slope down, follow the course of the road? Because I think when I was just looking at the other option, if you do... So it's like it's a path maker, which is just a path. But it says the terrain height will follow the path points. Which gives me the impression it would just flatten it out. So let's just do the path maker one out of curiosity. So if I do that, I think it's... If I do it from, say, a lower point, because at least with this I don't need the actual... like the stone. So if we do it from, say, here to here. Yeah, all it's going to do is level it. So it's just going to make it flat. Whereas I think what that's going to do is it's going to make it flat, and it's going to turn it into a cobbled road. Gotcha. Yeah, so I do think that's probably not really good. If it... Yeah, I mean, like, paved road might be better if the road's flat. I mean, I could potentially flatten it, but I'd imagine this is at a much lower height over here where we're at compared to where the base is. And I suppose you could tunnel your way through, like mountainous regions, but that would take like forever and a day. Could be worth it. The only thing I'm puzzled about though is like we're making outposts now. So does that mean that the because it mentions like it's an alternative to the Eye of Odin. So I'm wondering, does that mean these become a source of attack for you know, when you get like things like the blood moon rising events and what have you, are these going to then be attacked by skeletons and what have you? I don't know if I particularly want to know, quite frankly. As in, I don't want to see them actually going around attacking the place. Right, so that's a bit better, because that's starting to flatten the area out. I think there's only certain places I can go though, that's the trouble. I don't know if I can flatten it all. So I'll start from that point there. It doesn't like that because that's where we were building anyway. It doesn't like that because there's something there. Yeah, that's in the way. Particles. What if we go from here? Because that's now been flattened out. How far can I get? I can go about here. In theory, I could tunnel through. There's only... it's quite a little bit. I mean, I'm not sure the road makers have any use to me at this stage. All I do is just flatten. Because that You're looking in that direction. That's going to take me through to there, and then up to there, which is kind of like the direction they're coming in. So we go... ha ha. Oh, that's okay. I think that's just because the... Well, that's just because the housing's in the way. Well, not the housing, the outpost, I should say. Curious. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, well, I suppose I don't have much choice with the cottage. The cottage has got to be that level anyway. But I'm thinking like the... Maybe with the... that fishing hut, maybe I should have just gone for level 1 to begin with. Now there's a thought. I left a load of materials down here. Now, did they get picked up? Or did they just get thrown away? It's like part of the game restarting. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if the game like keeps things that have been thrown on the ground. Right, so this could take longer if they've got like a lot of resources that they can't get. I mean, things like the wooden beams, wooden shafts. The carpenters just don't seem to be doing much of those. So I might have to start helping them do that. I mean, I'm trying to think what the build priority is. I think I've got them doing repairs first, then like terraforming, then building. I mean, they also have to like turn fires on and off and what have you, but right. So if we go from here. Right, so if we go from here, just out of curiosity, what does it do? That's bizarre. Interesting, so it's actually... that is interesting. So it's not literally flattening it. It's building a kind of a roll, if you will. It is genuinely building a roll. Okay, so that could be better than. Yeah, this could turn out better than I thought. So if you then go. Oh yes, I forgot you can bend it around as well, which is quite cool. So I could bend it around there, for instance, but it doesn't like that turning. So it may not necessarily elevate this then. Like, so that everything's at the same height. Don't know. It seems to be like sloping it up. It seems to be quite... Yeah. Because I thought it picked the... Like, normally if you're just doing terraforming, it's a case of like, whatever's the first point you make is the highest point. Everything else gets leveled to that height. But this seems to be properly smoothing it out. Ooh. This... Oh, I'm liking this. I'm definitely liking this. I mean, it might get more difficult, that's the trouble. It's like here, it's like, this is a bit difficult. How about we change the path? Hang on, let's go, say that away, and then we curve it around to say, here. Now that, on the other hand, since it needs the stone, how about we... Can I get them to stop this then? Because otherwise it will take longer. Dismantle that. Oh, I'm definitely liking this. Because, like, when I first played the game, it was a real chore. Because you had to go around and, like, do all the terraforming by hand. And you had to do it. And then you could come along afterwards and you could start, like, turning it into a paved road, for example. Well, you'd basically flatten it out, turn it into a road, and then you could upgrade it to maybe like a paved road. But now we've got... This is a lot more sophisticated. I'm liking this, I must admit. In comparison, this is a lot better. I like that because you can pick a middle point and then you can start to bend it around, you know, to fit the terrain needs. Like if it's easier to get up to a certain point, I suppose. Yeah, it's definitely... There's a lot of thought went into this. I haven't seen anything like in another game do anything like this. So it definitely seems a lot better. I don't know why I keep complaining that I've got off-season plants. Why would they be off-season? Unless they haven't been harvested, I suppose. It's one thought. But look at that. That's been a lot easier to build than when the game first started. In comparison, that is a lot easier to build. But if I can smooth all this lot out, get a nice road in place, then it makes it easier for them to get somewhere. Now the challenge is going to be if we've got to go through there. If we hit that corner, I'll have to start cutting logs down and everything. Although in theory you could just wind around the logs, the trees rather. You could wind your way through here. There's nothing to stop you doing it that way, I suppose. Actually, it's not that compared to where I thought. It's not as far away. Now the only thing is we're going to come in at a height which I don't particularly want. I'm thinking why not lower it at this end as well. That could make my life a bit easier. Well, I say my life, their lives, really. Right, I need some food. Somebody can make food, that would be useful. Oh, we've got some. Cool. I appreciate that. Excellent. That is ideal. Hopefully they can make some more food now for the other people. Yeah, I'm just saying. Right, we've got enough water here. Got quite a bit to go and spec. Ooh, there's a thought. That just suddenly dawned on me. Yeah, there's no... I'll need to set up a well. Ooh. It's not much point living down there if you haven't got any water. I mean, you're surrounded by water, but there's none to drink. Bit embarrassing. Tell you what, that. We ramp down there. I can hear you. Stop getting funny ideas. Ooh, now there's a thought. What happens if I do that? Ooh. Oh, my bone froth. I thought it was warning me my bones had broken or something. Holy moly! Moly holy, even. That means I can... All that effort I went to with that. But it just... Oh... Fudgesicles. Ooh. Could have just done that all along. Because this is something I was like thinking is like when I was playing the game, this is how you're doing. There's all these sophisticated ways of being able to create ramps and all this sort of stuff with the THOR. Now I've been like scratching my head because it's like I couldn't do that anymore. It's like, well, yeah, you don't need to anymore. It's like, just do this. You're like, fair enough. You know, I've got to admit, I'm seriously impressed with this. It's kind of like, I mean, I suppose you could argue there's like terraforming. There's games out there that do terraforming. They'll let you create a ramp, for example. But this just seems... This is just cool. So there's now your route up there, so it's a nice, easy ramp. Sheesh. That is seriously cool. I'm easily impressed, but you know... That's seriously cool. Right, I shall leave some instructions over here because this place I think this is what's left lying around. I think is what's left of the original barracks. So I set that up, and I dismantle it because it's now been replaced. The idea is this is the main gate. It's the plan is this is the only way you can get into the building. That's the way I want to pitch it. The idea is if you want to get in, you're going to be up against two barracks. It's still bugging me, that. Doesn't look quite right, that. Doesn't sit comfortably with me. Someone's going to come along and close the door, you just know it. Now, oh, you're lighting the thing, right, so if we go that way, it's not going to let me do it because of the door. Yeah, it won't let me do it as long as the door's open. Yeah, as long as there's a door in the way. I mean, I can I can dismantle it and rebuild it, I suppose. It's not that big of a deal. It seems a bit of a pity. Maybe it's me, but that road just didn't look straight as I would have liked it to. Seriously? We've only just started. Spring has just sprung and now you're telling me that we're already going to get an invasion. Charming. That is not even remotely straight. That'll do. When I say it'll do, I mean it'll have to do. So I'll leave that for them to sort out. Like, I've got 25 days before someone comes along and tries to give us a lot of grief. So they're still focused on trying to build those. I mean, that's a pretty basic thing to build. I mean, I would have thought that that cottage, but let's chop that up. Question is, if we go so that's in about that direction there. Ooh, now there's a big rock in the way. That's not good. chop these up and get them out of the way. Yeah, I think that rock's going to get in my way. That's not good. Why does that rock want to spoil the fun? Chop that down. I kind of want to go that way, I think. I don't want to take that out. That out there. Oh, clouds are gathering. That doesn't sound good. Something's bad. Something's going wrong. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could just like wind around the actual rocks and the trees, but where's the fun in that? So if we're going... Okay, so I've lost the plot already. This isn't good. So we're coming from... So we're going in... Let's take this one out then. So we're kind of coming from here, aren't we? Crikey. It doesn't help if it's dark. Right, so we must be coming through here then. Yeah, it doesn't help though when it's dark and you can't see where you're going. That's fine. Where's the... Oh, it's already chopped up. Okay, cool. Ah, there's our light. There's our red light. Right, let's chop that up and get that out of the way. That was not the plan. Take these out of the way. Ooh, is that what I think it is? It's like kind of stuck inside of a tree. Yay for night time. Well, I'll clear it out of the way just for the sake of the fact that I'm suddenly curious as to what that is. It's like, what happened there? Because trees don't grow on top of the rocks. I'm intrigued. Let's just get that out of the way. And pick that one out of the way. I'm suddenly curious now what I can possibly do then. Because this pathing tool looks to have made life a whole lot easier. I'm gonna hit it. Keep chopping. It's going in that direction. Right, so now we're going to be coming over there. And this could get interesting. Now, I don't know if the pathing's going to actually work. No, I don't thought it would. It seems clever enough to like work out, you know, exactly what sort of like slope, you know, what angles to make to get from point A to point B. Oh, vegetables. Fine, we'll go back and we'll save the day. Woohoo! Woohoo! Run away! Run away! Where did you come from? Seriously, where did you come from? That was not what I was expecting. I thought you would be all like queuing up to attack this place, not like showing up where I'm at. Holy moly! I did not anticipate that. They literally spawned right next to me. What? It's funny how they're going to the same like place as before. Yeah, don't try and hit the log, it doesn't help. Ow. How dare you hit me? Oi! Stop it! Oh, that explains a lot. I ran out of stamina. I was like scratching my head. I'm thinking, why is this not working? Yeah, I ran out of stamina. Right, well the blood moon hasn't ended, so where on earth are they gone? I'm intrigued. Right, let's take that out. So I think I think I can run a road along here and then it'll come up to here. I think. I may as well clear the path while I'm at it. And I'll put that theory to the test. The only trouble is I don't know if the logs are there in the way. But that should make life a lot easier. It'll be a lot quicker to get to and from that outpost. And I can set up something similar for the cave. Right, so let's see. So if I run a path. No, forget that. So if we say start the path. Ooh, now is that going to get in the way? I wonder. Let's do it to there. It's too far. Okay. Let's do it from, say, here. Oh, hold on, where's that rock? There's the rock. So let's do it from where the rock is. To about that point there. Except there's a Whichicles. How dare you be in the way? Right, I'll go back and try that again then. So if we run it from... I mean, these can always be upgraded at a later date to the stone. But if we started about here... That sounds like a skeleton. When I say a skeleton, it's a lot of skeletons. Ow. I mean, I'm getting some practice in, I suppose. Just stay still so I can hit you. If you let me hit you, everything will go a lot easier. I appreciate that. Right, where were we? That was it. We were trying to build a road. With a bunch of skeletons and drow that got in the way. So if the rock is... Where is that rock? Somewhere around here there's an annoying rock and it's in the way. Okay, well never mind. I'll find it eventually. So if I put that at the top at least, I want to go in about that direction. Bring it down to say there. And then we'll curve up. Drop it to there. Yeah. I'm inclined to clear that out. Seriously, it is so dark. This is bonkers. It's extremely dark. I'm struggling to see. I can hear something paddling around. I don't know what. Could be one of my own people, but even though the blood moon's finished, I don't want to be caught by something that wants to come and chew me up. Well, clear this out, because why not? I think if I start it lower down and then... the trouble is, that's the one trouble I find with these tools, is that if I start down here, it might be a bit difficult to then get up there. You end up being like a ballerina. So if we started at, say, here. Yeah, it's difficult for me to get up there now. Oh, jeez Louise. Right, now we're up the top. Except it's still dark. It does not like that. Ah, right, it's because there's something there. I think it's because the logs are in the way. Possibly. Yeah, that's something I was wondering. Is the logs going to get in the way here? Trouble is, nobody's particularly interested in these. It's like I've got all these trees that are being chopped down, and nobody wants them. It's like, nah, we don't need them. You can keep them. Makes it a bit interesting, I suppose, for getting in and out. Like, well, how am I gonna? Seriously. That's one way to clear the place, is just... Oh, you're not doing it, you know. I was getting optimistic. I was thinking, is it gonna just destroy these bits and pieces? There you go. Let's took them out. That's one way to remove items you don't want. Assuming it'll let you hit them, that is. There you go. Right, let's try it again then. Because this could, as I say, this seems to be making life so much simpler. Right, so if we go up to... Right, it doesn't like that, so pick these bits and bobs up. I'm going to drop them over there. You can do this so like a skip. It's like the equivalent of a skip where you can just go and pick things up and drop them in a skip, and they miraculously just, you know, disappear after a while. Let's take these up. Nope, pockets are full. Fine. Someone likes to be fussy. Because I mean, this is like a different strategy when it comes to like your inventory. Instead of being like held up by a certain weight, you've just got a certain number of slots and that's it. Which kind of makes more sense, I suppose, but you ain't got this hassle where you can only pick up very few things. Like a few sticks, for instance, they don't weigh that much. But it's like, nope, you can't pick up anymore. Is that what I think it is? These out of the way. Put all of that. It's a big log. I'll put put some flags up around here, then at least somebody might find it useful, I suppose. Right, what if we try that then? So we come at it from a, say, like this angle here. This is the way I'm thinking. Because we're going to bend off that direction anyway. Up there, we're going to be heading down there. So come at it from an angle. So if you go out to there. No, it doesn't like that. What if we start it there then? The question is, can I get up there? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Kind of ironic, really. I'm trying to build a path so I can get up there. See? Darn. Put it up there, maybe. Let me do that. Let me try and make my life easier. That's not gonna like allow somebody to get up to the wall, for example. Right, so now I can get up here. Right, so I've got that bit. So then I can adapt it a bit, maybe. So I come at it from, say, here. Let's say... Ah, no, it doesn't like that. That's because it's just too steep. Maybe that's what the issue is. Maybe it's not necessarily things are in the way, it's just too steep. I can't do it because it's not... Oh, somebody with a sled. I wonder what on earth that was. Seriously? You're not gonna let me... Oh no! I didn't even hit anything! And it's been... That is bonkers. How can hitting nothing cause damage? That is nuts! Grrr. What's in here? Oh! There's a thought. Let's put that in there. Right, I'll just get a wooden one because I don't think that was the issue then. I was beginning to wonder if like I just couldn't create my own ramp because I didn't have a good enough tool to do it with. But I think it was just a case of no, they revised all this and it's a case of now you want to be using the thing tool. It's like, okay, yeah, I get that. That makes more sense. But I think this now is that's a problem then. So that's a bit of a doozy. So if we go from, say, here, can I get up there? Because at least that's... No. I mean, I can path it to a certain degree, but... put it out to there, and then roll it out in that direction. Yeah, at least I can flatten that a bit. So it might help. Chipping away at that, right, that's that bit done. I'll stop at that point. Right, so if I come back to here, there's that big rock that I was looking for before. I could barely see it because it was so dark. If we get that, we come from here. Right, let's do that to that point there then. And maybe we can start flattening down to that level after. But I'm definitely liking this. This is a whole lot easier compared to what it used to be. I mean, I'm doing this all in one go. I didn't clear these trees. These trees are in the way, I've decided. You're in the way. Quite a lot of you in the way, actually. Let's take that out. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I still need to find some water for that outpost. That outpost is going to seriously struggle without water. Right, let's see, where were we? So, that's that part there, but I need to join it up to there. Lower down. Question is, can I do that? So we come at it from, say, this height here. Is it going to let me? Oh, yes, it will. Clever. It's a clever tool. Oops. That was not the plan. Yeah, I hit it with the road making tool. Hello. I think the hunters are struggling to figure out what to do with you. Hello. There's a deer over there, by the way. Oh, have you lost interest, have you? Well, I mean, you know, sometimes if you want a job done, hopefully you've got to do it yourself. There you go. Right, that's not quite what I had in mind then. Not that one, that one. So if we're coming through here, let's say here, you can bend it around there. Oh, wow, is this? I'm surprised. It makes you wonder what the dev did to come up with this sort of idea. Well, maybe they got it from somebody else. I don't know. It's just like this. I'm really liking this. It just makes life so much easier for making paths. So if I then carry it on from there. Because it will get improved when we start adding in like proper roads. And you know, you start to pave it. That'll be a lot better as well. But for now, it's just like it's going to be a whole lot quicker being able to get from point A to point B. Yeah, because at the moment it's kind of like it's like an advanced version of the terraforming tool that you've already got. So instead of like doing just flattening the place, it actually levels it. You know, you can slope it out or whatever. Just pick your two endpoints and it'll work out what needs doing. So that's extremely useful. But it goes beyond like some of the early sort of like terraforming tools I saw where you would just slope something and or you would just flatten it. Because this one, combining them, I like the way you can extend it from like you pick your first 2 points and then it's a case of, okay, well where do you want to go now? Okay, well where do you want to go now? And just keep extending it out. So that's very, very clever, that, because it's not necessarily me who needs to do it. I can just put these orders in and get somebody else to do it. That's what makes it even better. Oh, there's some water there. Good. Right, I've got that because I need some food and no one's cooking at the moment. I'm just saying, you know. But if I can get a road going all the way out to there, hopefully we'll speed things up. I think the bottleneck is... Oh, that was quick time. I think one of the bottlenecks I've got at the minute is the... Yeah, it's still the carpentry side of it. We're not getting like the beech trees done. tell you what, let's try... It is dark, but try it all the same. So if we want to get out to... Where's that stone? Have I passed it already? There it is, there. So if we start from here. So we want to be heading where that red light's going to. So... Ooh, it does not like that. It's interesting that it didn't seem to complain about that tree for some reason. Now I'm going to complain about that tree because I don't think it's good. Good that it's in the way. I'll just clear this. Oh, there's another one there. I like that how you can just like one hit that tree or tree stump and that's it, it's broken. Clear that. Oh no! Fudgesicles. Ah, now that's a challenge because then if you want to come around here, well I suppose it's not that big of a deal. I suppose I could run a road down there. What the path maker don't we? So if we go from say here down to there. There you go. That's something somebody else can do. But what I'm thinking is just setting up a series of little instructions to get them to build the road for me. Now that I've kind of figured out how it works. What do I need to make this thing? So I've got that, but I don't have a wooden shaft. We've got a tree. Right, all of those pieces of wood have gone. There's nothing in here. They'll have gone into things like the towers. Speaking of which, that tower's still not built. I'll put that on the to-do list. Yeah, because there's the one over there and there's the one over there. Yeah, it's really cool because, I mean, they're going to do that now for me. Tell you what. How about... I'll do that bit then. Right, I need a tree. I've decided. Oh, the irony. To chop down a tree, I need an axe. No. Let's head back to here because there might be one lying around somewhere. Yes, you've got to love the irony there. No, I think these are just normal log sticks. Oh, fiddly dee. There's one there. Yeah, it's quite cool, that, yeah. So it's not just a case of like it's making it easy to build these roads. You can also, it makes it easier and because you can actually get somebody else to build it. Just throw in a ton of instructions for the builders and yeah, off they go. Definitely liking this. What I'm not enjoying is I'm cart around big logs and chop them up and... Oh! How am I supposed to make an iron axe? Seriously, how can I make an iron axe? If to make... How did I do that before then? I'm seriously... That seems like a paradox, that does. There's a crude one. I'm seriously pondering, like, how did I manage to make one of them in the first place? Yeah, how did I make an iron axe if I needed an iron axe to make it? Oh no, that's an iron pickaxe. Ah, right. That makes more sense. I'm thinking, how did I, what? How? When? Why? Where? Never mind. You gotta love. Right, let's head back out then. So, even though it is pitch black, and it's not that dark, I mean, to be fair, it's dark, it's not dark, it's dark. Nobody can be bothered to do that. Oh, have they done that bit? Have they ramped down to there yet? I think they did. I think they finished that bit off. I mean, this needs filling in, otherwise it's going to be a bit weird. You're going to get somebody who's going to fall in. That's going to be embarrassing. Why do you not want to fill that hole in? Right, let's do that bit to get that out of the way. That's what I'm bothered about, is you end up with like these little chasms, if you will, where people just fall in. When I say people, I mean me. And that'll be extremely, like, annoying. It's always embarrassing when you fall in a hole and you think, oh, I can't get out. No, I didn't want to pick that up. I know you thought I wanted to pick it up, but trust me, I did not want to pick it up. That was not my plan. Let's see if it just... Don't even think about it. Why are you not... Seriously, why are you not doing that bit? Right, I think that'll kind of gonna do. Right, so somewhere around here there was a... There it is, there. So there's the rock. So if we go from here... Right, I think... I'm going to go in that direction, and don't we? So we just keep going in this direction as best we can. Ah, won't let me go any further for some reason. Huh. Unless you can only change them so much. I'm trying to get them to pick it up, so I want to see where they get to. Right, let's take these trees out of the way. Because I don't think they're helping. Pretty sure there was another. Yeah, there's one there. Oh, that was handy. Now I can see. Wow. It's amazing what happens when the sun starts to come up. I think that's the moon actually, but get up now. Right, let's go and clear this out. Yes, there is a slight dilemma in that. I'm now waiting for them to build this board. I think I can chain it in a way. I think. So we want to be going in that direction, except there's somebody forgot to do something. I'm not saying who, just somebody. You want to point the fingers? There's no need for that. Right, I can still see that, which is a good thing. So can I? Yeah, I can, right, cool. Right, now that's been a pain, because it's... I mean, it doesn't matter, I can finish chaining it up afterwards. It doesn't have to be an exact science. Right, yeah, I can't go any further than that. The interesting thing is whether it will go all the way up the mountainside. Ooh, it does not like that. What's there then? Oh, you rascal. Some bright spark decided to do that. Oh, that tickles. Who decided to put that rock there? Right, so we're going to have to bend the road then around the rock. So I think I might cancel that last order. I think I might cancel the last order and send it, at least so that way I can send it from this side instead. So where is it? Let's take that out. So if I do it from here instead, so at least I know it goes from there. So where? Ooh, that's up there, isn't it? I think it's up there. So if we come to here and I'll run it around to hook up to there then. And if we run it from here, get up there. I've no idea if that's going to work. Ooh, it does not like that at all. Okay. Right, did you catch up to this point? Oh, yes you did, right. Good on you, well done. So if we then take it from here to there, so if we keep running it to here, and stop out there. Ah, it's just a log. Yeah, I'm liking that. I mean, it's going to be a bit tricky getting it to go up there, I think. I'm not just sure that's such a good idea. It's not quite what I had in mind. Try to get it to go. Yeah, it was not like this at all. So maybe I need to go try it from this side, going down versus going up. So there's the road there. So if we come at it from this angle, I wonder if that'll help. Yeah, that might help. But it should mean we've then got an actual genuine path for getting along. I mean, could widen it out and so on. Probably would help if I widened it out, maybe about too wide, maybe. I'm liking this. This is a lot. This is a lot easier to do. I don't know if I can like flatten that, because that was a bit odd. Yeah, so they're busy trying to get this done for whatever reason. Once they've got that bit done, hopefully we can get that to then control these other buildings. And I can have like somebody constantly assigned here, for instance, to handle repairs and everything for this place. We can have people living here to do the fishing. I'll have to see if there's any plants nearby that can be harvested. Otherwise these folks are going to be living off nothing but fish. Well, you should be able to, in theory, trade backwards and forwards. Yeah, I'm definitely liking that though. But, jeez Louise, that makes things so much more easier, but also you can get a lot more creative with the pathing and so on. Definitely interesting. So there's still quite a lot to do just to finish off this first path. There's a whole lot more to come after that as well. And of course, that's all for another episode.